story time. If you've watched any college basketball in the 2025-26 season, you've definitely heard the name Cameron Boozer. He's one of the best players in the country, and he's only a freshman. He won the ACC Player of the Year. His father is the former USA men's basketball gold winner and NBA All-Star named Carlos Boozer. He played in the NBA for 13 seasons. He grew up in Juneau, Alaska, and that just so happens to be where I went to college. I started watching his games for the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears when he was in 9th grade. He was good back then. I was good friends with a coach from a different city, and he told me that one day Carlos would play Division I college basketball. One time I went into a McDonald's and Carlos just happened to be there. This was before he chose what college he was going to go to. I sat in the closest seat next to him without making it weird. I was going to tell the person I was with in a loud voice, if I was ever going to play college basketball, I'd go to Duke because they're always on TV. They're always highly ranked. They have one of the best basketball coaches in history, and the Cameron Crazies are awesome. That's my favorite team, by the way, in case you couldn't tell. He said some teams offered him cash, cars, and said he didn't even have to go to class if he didn't want to, but Duke offered him nothing. Here's a sad but true story. A friend of mine saw Mike Krzyzewski walking around downtown Juneau one time, and my friend hates Duke, but he wanted to get Mike's autograph from me. So he said he walked up to Mike and said, hey man, would it be too much trouble to get an autograph? And Mike looked at him and said, yeah, it would be, and just walked away. I still love Coach K, even though I'll never be able to spell his name. In the year 2000, I delivered a pizza to Coach Houston. That was his high school coach, who lived right across the street from the gym. And I knocked on the door, and Carlos answered the door. I was stunned. He handed me a check for the pizza that his coach wrote. And I'll never forget how much he tipped me, 25 cents. But I don't blame Carlos. I blame the coach. God rest his soul. He had just finished his first year at Duke, and as I was walking away, I said, hey man, good luck next year. So I think that's why they won the championship, because I wished them good luck. I grew up playing basketball. And I bet I went decades where I played almost every day. Unfortunately, with me being only 5'10", I didn't win the genetic lottery. I tried out for a college team in Oregon, and the coach basically told me he wasn't impressed. Okay, now to get to the point. I used to go to the high school gym in Juneau to play pickup games, and one day I went and Carlos was there. He was 19 years old at the time, and I was 25. One game, he was on the other team, and I threw a lazy pass, and he stole it and went in for a dunk on the other end. Now, for a split second, I thought of trying to block it because, hey, I dunked once, but he would have just broken my hand. Then the next game, he was on my team, and we were on a fast break, and he was leading it, and he saw that I was open, and he threw me the ball, and I made a layup. I can brag about that the rest of my life. I mean, how many people can say that? May the Lord strike me down if any of that wasn't true. Thank you for watching.